Hello, my YTPC peeps. I am outside the house today, enjoying this beautiful weather, and I'm doing it matches 860 style, like how he does it from the side, and then he kind of sits off and looks, and you see him smoking. Tell you what, man, those pioneers, they know how they're doing it. Meerschaum Monday, smoking this is an estate pipe. I got This is one of the ones that I got in a bundle of 6 pipes, and only one of those pipes is trash. Couldn't even use it. It was a corn cob. It wasn't a Missouri Meerschaum corn cob. I don't think it was even a quality corn cob, but it's trashed. But I sent this one off. This one had like just a plastic stem on it. You could tell it wasn't the original stem, and it was that stem was it wasn't any good. I didn't want it. So I sent this one off in that Paul. Got a rusticated Paul, and I think it's like a I want to say a Robertson or a Roberts Paul, but to Briarville down there, Briarville Rick hooked me up with this killer stem. Got some pretty sweet color. I mean, he asked me what kind of colors I wanted, and he did what I wanted. So, thank you, Rick, down at Briarville. I think it's called a Golden Horn. It's a heavy meerschaum. It's not a top quality meerschaum at all, but it's got a big old bowl in it, big old bowl, and it's a good smoker. I like it. And in it, I have some Black House, Hearth and Home Black House. That was gifted to me by Four Eyed Piper. Thank you, brother. Still enjoying it. It's a delicious blend. I really, really like it. It's a nice, mild English, and it's really good. I didn't know anything about it, so I looked it up, and it's the Marquis, I think, like edition, blended by Russ Owlett, manufactured by the Scandinavian Tobacco Company, and it was the winning blend from Chicagoland's Pipe Show 2011. Good eye, Four Eyed. Okay, so it is Black Cavendish, Kentucky, Latakia, Latakia, Oriental, Turkish, Perique, and Virginia. And it says that there's no topping on it, and it is a ribbon cut. I believe I brought it here. It's a really good looking tobacco. Tastes great. hmm But whenever you smell it, when I smell it, it smells like I can smell like oak. I know, right? I work with wood, and I smell like a really strong oak smell. And then sometimes, if it's been sitting for a while and you open it, and before you let it breathe at all, it smells smoky, like a bonfire, to me. But it is good. It is a good smoke. So my favorite, well, one of my top English blends is Robert McConnell's Scottish blend, and that's a strong English. It's a really strong English. But this is mild. This Black House is very mild, and it's, man, it's good. A lot of times people will say it has no topping, and you can kind of tell that there's something in there. You don't know what it is, but there's something in there besides just tobacco. But this, I believe it, man. I don't know if there isn't a topping and they did a good job. Um, well, if there is a topping, then they did a good job of not adding too much. But I believe them when they say that there's no topping. Yeah. So thank you, Zach. Man, this is delicious tobacco. He sent me, yeah, well, that gift that he gave me a while back was way beyond generous. I don't even, my vocabulary doesn't allow me to have words that I can express myself with. But he blew me away with that. But I'm a clincher. I like to clinch. I kind of have a, when I'm not on camera, I have a pretty quick cadence. Um, Sometimes, well, I don't say sometimes, not necessarily anymore, but because when I tongue bite, when I first started smoking several years ago, I got tongue bite. Me and my wife was just talking about that earlier. Um, she got tongue bite. She's smoked a pipe with me. She doesn't smoke now for reasons, but she said that when she first started smoking a pipe with me, she got tongue bite so bad. She's like, I didn't know what I was doing, and she's like, when I went to go brush my teeth that night, she's like, just the toothpaste being in her mouth, was uncomfortable. She's like, it was on fire. I was like, yeah, I remember that. I remember those days. Amateur pipe smoker. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody to help me out. Well, you guys, Matches, Cane Rod, Bremen, kind of. I didn't really. Those are the three main people. Like when I started, well, mutton chop pipers. When I started, when I got into YouTube and into the YTPC, I was just trying to figure out how to break in a bowl, or how to break in a pipe, and what basically what the tobaccos are, what they would do for me, flavors, and then more or less just recommendations because I didn't know. I don't have a brick and mortar, so there wasn't anybody really around to ask. I mean, I had to drive a long ways, so I couldn't just go down the road and say, hey, what's this tobacco like? So, Bremen pipe smoker, really, he and I have a very similar pipe likings. Um, I found that a lot of the tobaccos that he recommended, I liked. So it was good. It's good. Thank you to the elders of the YTPC. Appreciate you much. Um, yeah, it's man, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Ready for spring. We last week was just cold. We snow that hung around for like a week. It was miserable. And then I heard Cane Rod. He got they got I think they got that snow, or was it the week before last? I can't remember. But you know, it all heads that way from Missouri to wherever. It might not even be the same stuff, but he's saying that he's ready for spring. I'm saying I'm ready for spring, and I'm sure that you're ready for spring. Although I love all the seasons. Here in Missouri, we get to enjoy all the seasons. Sometimes when it's unenjoyable, you know, in the summer, in Missouri it's humid. It gets humid. There's a lot of water around here, so that, I guess I guess that evaporates and stays in the Missourian atmosphere. But you walk outside and you just start pouring out sweat, and that's fine, you know. But when you're going to church and you got your nice church clothes on, you know you don't want to be smelling like you ran to church when you get there. But that's okay. God blesses us, and I definitely accept those blessings. I don't want to complain about any of them at all. Mm. Yep. So I do clinch. This is a bit of a heavy pipe. It's got some weight to it, but it's not terrible. You can clinch it, but you don't. I can't clinch it for too long and really talk that well. Mm. Mm. Very good tobacco. Saw onion 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. He's had it for a couple days, several days, but got his unicorn pipe. Congratulations, Onion. That is a beautiful Savinelli, man. Can't go wrong with a Savinelli. They are, decently priced. You could that Bings that I got and that 311. Those are some really good pipes. I noticed that 311 though, it'll get a bit of a gurgle with several tobaccos. I don't know. I haven't ran a whole lot of tobaccos through it, but mainly just Burleys. But it does get a little gurgle with it. I don't know if it's because it's got such a short little shank on it. I don't know. I love it though. It's a good smoker. It's a good smoker. The pipe smokes very well, and like the way it feels. Looks great. Anesthetically pleasing. Anesthetically pleasing. I think I said that right. Yeah. Oh yeah. And two, using the tip of that rosewood dart tamper. Road Glide Solly's got the other one. It works. You need a large bowl for it. See how big? You can't see it. I don't even know why I try to show you guys stuff. You can't even see it. I mean, not that you're blind or you're not looking, but I just don't have the ability, I guess, to show it properly. Maybe the equipment's not that good. I film off of my phone. I got a Nexus 5X, and it does pretty good. I'm pleased with it. Anyway. Well, I'm getting up to 15 minutes. That's a lot longer than what I anticipated doing. So, check you later, YouTube. Thanks for stopping by.